I'm Priya and welcome to my YouTube channel. I have something I would like to introduce to you in case you don't already know about it. So I have another last resort shop that I go to every once in a while that is not Big Bad Toy Store. My other kind of last resort, sorry to say if it sounds like a bad thing, but I don't think it's that bad, is a shop called Hobby Bee. Now, Hobby Bee is a local store to me, but they do have an online store. They are a Good Smile partner, and they also ship to across Canada and the US for $15 flat shipping, which I think is pretty sweet, but me trying to save that $15 normally. I go to the store and they have a pickup option that now that they have a physical store. Or what I would do is they have a private warehouse that they will store your stuff for a limited time, and then you can kind of put all your stuff together and get it all shipped at once. And when I say $15, I'm talking about $15 Canadian. So after a few months of collecting a few things, I finally decided to say,
it is time!
And I actually went to their store to go pick up the stuff because they had newly opened, and it was nice to see that they had a store now that's easy enough to get to and parking wasn't too bad. So here you have the store here. They have pre-orders up along with their new arrival section. They also have a point system that you can collect points and use them for either up to like $5, $10, $50, $100 discounts. So you go every 5 points for every dollar spent. Now they get their stock in very much later than other stores in, so they finally got their Figure Art Zero Gyu in. They now have their Lucy Bunny in. I'm just checking out some stuff. So sometimes, like, if you're looking for something that's maybe you're finding trouble, it could be here because they get their stock in so late. These are all Canadian prices and the Canadian dollar is atrocious, so it might seem a little bit more expensive, but if you're in the US, yeah, it might be a bit of a good deal for you. Now I'm seeing, I'm like, is there anything I want to grab? Is there anything I want to see? Is there anything I'm eyeing? There could be something I'm eyeing. There could be. But yeah, so that is the Hobby Bee shop, local to me here in Vancouver. So, since I already had the Eren and Levi Attack on Titan Kotobukiya ones, I decided to go ahead and pick up Mikasa because she came in stock. And, oh my goodness, here she is. Bam. Bam. And I have to say, I do like her. I think Eren is still the best of the trio. In terms of figure wise, not in terms of best character. That's a whole discussion. But Eren, sorry Eren. I do like her a lot. I think she looks just like, the sculpt is very nice and the paint is also very good. The only problem I have is her lips look kind of like the paint job of the pink paint on the lips somehow looks strange for whatever reason. I can't. It just looks odd. Like it's too pink maybe in my eyes, but other than that, I think she looks really, really good. I feel like there aren't a lot of Attack on Titan scales, and I'm really excited to have the trio. They look fantastic all like displayed together, so I'm glad that I decided to cave and grab her. She was a pain to put together. Oh my god, I like putting the blades in here and the cables. It was just, holy shit, it took me so long, and I'm just not good with putting figures together, so it was just a huge source of frustration to get it all done. And I think I might have broken one of the blades I'm supposed to put in the tree. If there's another one, maybe I've even no, I think there's only the one, because I'm like, is there supposed to be a second blade in the tree? I hope not, because I don't see it. But yes, I'm very happy that I got to complete my Attack on Titan trio. She looks very nice, but I think Erin is my favorite from the trio. I'm gonna like try and, no, I'm gonna just put you. I picked up the Figure Art Zero Sailor Venus that they had in stock, and I looked at it for a long time because the problem with Hobby Bee is they will go with more closer to the aftermarket prices if it's a harder one to find. So I didn't pay her regular, like when her price like would have come out, which would have been around $100. No, I paid like her aftermarket price in Canadian dollars, but still it hurt. But I've been having a lot of trouble finding her, and I decided to finally give in because I'm trying to complete my Figure Art Zero set. So I did decide to pick up Venus. And we had a small problem with her. She was very sticky. She is a bit of a slightly older figure, and when these figures stay in the boxes over prolonged amount of time, they often get a very sticky residue from being in the box because they're not meant to be in box for that long. So just with a bit of, I took some warm water and a cloth and just gently wipe down the, like, it wasn't even her herself, it was her heart halo band. I don't know how to, you know what I'm talking about. And it had like an orange residue. It was not pretty. But once I just cleaned her up, everything was fine. Nothing wrong with the figure. It was just a little, I had a bit of a scare. I was like, oh my god, it's been a long time since I got such a sticky figure. But she looks very, very nice. I am really happy to display her with the rest of my Sailor Moon figures, and I have one last scout to get from this line, and that is Sailor Moon herself. I know where I've seen her, and I am kind of hoping that her price will come down a little bit. But I might just have to give in before someone else grabs her, and then I'm stuck again looking for her, so I think she looks really, really cute. I really like the Figure Art Zero Sailor Moons. Some people, there's like this one comment I keep seeing on my figure collection about all of the Sailor Scouts, about how certain parts of them are turning blue, and I'm like, that could just be a you issue. I'm so sorry about that, but it could just be a you issue. What have you done to your figures? But anywho, really happy to have her, and soon I will have the complete set, hopefully. I haven't seen Code Geass in a long time. But I always liked it. I always liked the character designs, but one of my favorite things about the characters that would always make me laugh was their goddamn chicken legs. Some of the most chickenest chicken legs in anime that I associate chicken legs with. That sentence hopefully makes sense. It might not. Forgive me. So I saw this in stock at Hobby Bee, and after some thinking about it, constantly checking in on the stock, making sure he was still there, I grabbed him, and holy moly, look at those chicken legs! Suzaku. So this is the Mega House, the pilot suit version. I would like to get the other Mega House one. I know there's a few, but I feel like you know which one I'm talking about, because it'd be nice to have both of them. I think he looks quite nice. Mega House sometimes, like, if it... I'm either really happy or very I have yet to ever get a Mega House thing where I've been like, bleh, I hate it. But I had a slight disappointment with him because he does have this little scratch on his, like, his hair bangs area here, which is very, very disappointing. But other than that, I think he looks really quite nice. Not too many imperfections. That is dog hair, that is somehow. My room needs a good dusting. It's time. It's also it's time to make a dusting video, because I'm gonna be giving my room a good dusting anyway, and give you the way I dust my room and tips and ideas and whatever else I may have for you. So I am gonna do that, and it is time. But until then, we'll continue on with this video. Yes. And like I said, my favorite part is those goddamn chicken legs. I just think they just look so funny. The proportions are just so funny to me. So it's one of those figures I look at and like, he looks really cool, but also those chicken legs just make me smile because they just look so goddamn funny. I don't think he would appreciate that, but what's he gonna do?
Chicken boy, say that to my face, you limp noodle.
This one was a slight impulse for me, but I was hoping to get him on another site to get him a little cheaper, and then I wasn't finding him anywhere, and finally I saw him in stock on Hobby Bee, and I was like, do I want him? Do I want him? I don't know. I don't really play the game anymore, and also I don't really watch the anime. I just like watching clips. But ultimately I decided to pick up Alter's Gwen, because I love me a beefy boy. I love me a beefy boy, and this figure with the broad shoulders, I couldn't walk away. as per usual, Alter does a beautiful job. He looks fantastic. There was some worry that there was like this issue with the golden button that I thought had maybe dropped off him, but maybe it was just like this extra little golden button that was in the box. The panic was very real. But after that, I was able to like truly admire the figure, and he just looks so good. I love these little, like, I don't know, like these feathers on his shoulders are so beautifully sculpted. The shading is so nice. This gorgeous cape, like this beautiful blue, oh my goodness, I love it so much. Oh, he is a gorgeous man, and I am so happy to have him. He looks so good. Alter, thank you so much. Alter, one of my favorite figure companies for sure. They did a fantastic job. He looks so good. Oh my goodness. He wasn't too hard to put together. You do have to like take off one of his hands to get the sword in there, and I was just a little bit stressed about that. But other than that, very simple to put together. He looks so good. I don't see any major imperfections in mine. And I'm just, oh, he looks so lovely. And before deciding to get him, I was like, I did watch a few clips of him just to be like, how do I feel? And I was like, I like this dude. I'm gonna get him. He's gonna be part of my collection. He's mine now. I don't play Fate anymore because I got stuck in a land. I don't like the storyline that's happening, so I kind of just fell off. And but I still love the figures and the character design so much, so I will continue to collect the figures from it. I had a bit of a boo-boo with this next figure. I had a bit of a boo-boo. I did a bad thing. I did a very bad thing. It was my fault. It was me. I committed the crime.
I'm so sorry. Am I a human? Am I a monster?
Anywho, I picked up the Lacus 1/4 bunny. I loved Gundam Seed as a kid. It was one of those first animes I watched. It was on very late on YTV, but I still caught a few episodes, and it was my introduction to mecha. Also, I thought Lacus was so beautiful, and so she was the first pink anime girl I learned of, and I saw her figure, her 1/4, and I was like, she is gorgeous. Holy moly, I might have to get her. And she came in, I missed her pre-order, and then it was very hard to get her for like a decent price, and she came into stock on Hobby Bee, and I grabbed her immediately. And then she sat in a private warehouse for a little bit, and it's nice to finally have her. I was really nervous about her as well because I had seen photos of her and other videos of her, and I was like, her hair looks way too light pink compared to the promotional pics. And so I almost didn't get her because of that reason, because I was like, maybe it's a good thing that her pre-orders closed and I wasn't able to grab her. This was like last year. I was seeing photos and I was like, oh, I don't like how light pink her hair looks. And people would say, oh, in person it looks really good, in person it looks much better. But because I'm a suspicious, skeptical person, I was like, I don't know. But I'm glad that I did decide to get her, because it is true, her hair looks a lot better in person. It does not nearly look as light pink as it comes across in photos and videos. And she is beautiful. I love this bunny so much because her bunny suit is a little different. Her bunny suit goes along with the clothes we saw her in Gundam Seed. Like, it makes sense for her bunny suit to have this little bit of flair to it. And I also really love her shoes. Something that drives me nuts about some bunny figures that really keeps me away is sometimes their shoe shapes are really ugly. But I think her white pumps are so well shaped and they look like a shoe I would actually be willing to wear. So I really like them. I kind of only have to laugh because they really upped her proportions for this figure. Like, I don't remember her being that busty. So they certainly add a little oomph to her, which I wish they wouldn't do, because she was beautiful the way she is without the upped proportions. But it's a bunny figure and they're gonna do what they want to do, I guess. But I think it was unneeded. Anyway, she looks beautiful. I love her so much. I'm only really upset with myself because I let him drop, and now he has a mark on his face. No, this is completely my fault. I am so sorry. It's small and maybe it's not that noticeable, but to me, I'll always know about it and look at it in shame, in absolute shame that I have done this. So it kind of hurts. Also, he doesn't fit quite perfectly into her hands, which is fine. But I'm not gonna complain because I have no right to complain. I dropped him and now he has a scratch on his face. Ugh. I just let him roll off the desk and fall. This figure was such a bitch to put together. Oh my god. There was so much stress and time put into disassembling, assembling. Ugh. It was terrible. I hated every moment of it. Every stressful moment. I hated it. But it was all worth it because holy moly, I love her. Holy shit, she is so fucking beautiful. This figure, I can't even. Her wings are so majestic, so beautiful. It has this this lovely like gold dusting on it that really shines in person. I love how like they're just a bit like translucent near the bottom, so like it kind of looks a little different depending on the lighting. You can see like one side how the light shining is hitting them. Oh yeah. Meow. So I love her. I love her so much. I love her clothing. I love all the little gold details. Yes, she was a bitch to put together, but by God, it was worth it. It took me so long to put on this belt because I didn't understand that the torso could come off because that wasn't in the instructions. So I was trying to figure out how to get a belt on, and it was a nightmare until I finally took the plunge and took off her entire torso and finally was able to get it on. Her hair sculpt is beautiful. I just love the paint job on this so much. Everything about it. And especially for her price point. Oh my goodness. She is so worth it. She's so beautiful. I love, love, love her. I think she could possibly be in my top 10. Once we do that one day, sorry, I had an itch. She will certainly be in my top 10. Oh, she just looks so beautiful, and I'm so happy that Habibi got her in, because I didn't want to pick her up from other places because her box was huge, and so the shipping would have been like the killer. Like, the price of the figure itself is like not too bad. It would have been the size of her box, and the shipping cost is what would have killed me. So I'm really glad I was able to pick her up at Habibi. She was certainly worth it. I was very, very happy with her. Still am very happy with her. So yes, I just Dark Angel Olivia, I love you. Thank you, Kotobukiya, for making this beautiful, beautiful figure. My favorite from this haul for sure. Oh god, as I like tip her over. I had got a lot of like lovely figures from Habibi this year, but I think she is definitely my favorite. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Alright, and that was my Habibi haul. Habibi is a store I do like to use, but they do tend to be more of a last resort because they get their stock in so late, but I do recommend them if you're looking for maybe a figure that might be a bit hard to find due to it selling out other places. Habibi might have them. They are very easy to deal with. I've never had a problem with them. I feel bad saying they're a last resort, but that's just the truth of it because they do get their stock in so late, especially even compared to like other North American stores. I'm always like shocked if they get a figure in before before another store, because I'm like, how did this happen? But all in all, I'm very happy with them. I will continue to shop with them. I'm really happy with all the figures I got today. This is not a sponsored thing, by the way. I'm not. This is just something I thought I would tell you about in case maybe there's something you're looking for. I'm sharing my I'm sharing one of the stores I use with you. Yeah. Sorry, I was imagining me sponsored and I was like, no one will ever. I swear, like a sailor. And also, I'm a baby on the internet. I'm a baby. Oh, it's just like funny to think of. Sorry. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you in some sort of way. Maybe you didn't know about Habibi, now you do, and maybe they have a figure that you have been looking for. I hope it was helpful. I hope you enjoyed my little haul here, sticky figures and all. I need to go to IKEA. I am officially out of space, basically. And it's time to get another Detolf. So that's what I'll be doing this weekend. I'll be going to IKEA, getting a Detolf, putting that Detolf together, and finally opening my Ami Ami boxes that have been sitting there for a few days. They've been waiting for me. There's 3 boxes. So we'll get to open those up and I'll be making a video about it. I'm excited, of course. But also I'm not looking forward to building that Detolf because I might even phone a friend to like get involved, because doing it by myself is just... Detolfs are stressful because there's so much glass and there's so much stuff that could go wrong. I've successfully built 2 by myself, but maybe the next time I'll invite a friend. Bribe them over with food somehow to help me build it. So that's what I'm up to this weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, bye!